My name is Mark Rotano, and I'm teaching at Union High School and Union Elementary. I come up from a small rural town. It's called Culver, Oregon, which is in Central Oregon. I've been through hard school years, and I think everybody has, but wrestling has been something that I've been able to fall back on. I really love coaching wrestling. I love helping others out in wrestling. I still really like to compete. Wrestling has got me to where I'm at today 100%. I had a really influential PE and health teacher. He was also my neighbor, and his sons were my really close friends. I wanted to be that role model kind of person that people looked up to the way I looked up to him. He just looked like he was having the time of his life, so I wanted to do that too. I applied to ORTC because they were going to help me out, and I feel like I would be a great member and representative for that. Biggest things I think I've got is just being able to connect with people and having those connections and understanding how important those connections are. I've met more people than I think I would have if I wasn't through ORTC.
The process of Marco going off into student teaching along with wrestling, it was a juggling act by both of us. Of course, his education was first. We had to make sure that he was taking care of business there, but also we needed to make time with him so he can get in all the things he needed to become a successful wrestler. And I'm very proud of him, and I'm impressed with him being able to do that, work a full day, come in and practice, and then of course go off and compete on weekends, and then add his homework on top of that.
Sometimes I forget how tired I am. So it almost works out how I'm so busy just because it's all structured. And I've learned a lot about myself, and then the program as well, obviously, and then the school and what I want to do, but it's definitely a lot. I really want physical activity to be fun and enjoyable for the students. And I think that's something that a lot of students struggle with, is finding ways to make physical activity fun, or having that stigma where it's really hard so it's not fun. So giving them that choice makes it so they find their version of the fun physical activity, and those two correlate, and then eventually it carries on into their lives.
He has a certain sense about him where he grabs students' attention. He's just a natural leader, and I really love that. The last few years I've been trying to work out a position where we can get Marco in to assist us on the wrestling program and show that leadership towards some college-age students as well, and let them understand that what needs to be done to have success.
I think the biggest opportunities that I get from being at a rural school is just being able to connect with every student and every staff member and every administrator. So I've only been here for under a year, and I feel like I know everybody pretty well. Even just going down to the store, I feel like I've made connections with them, and then the gas station. Just being a part of the community feels nice. Union does a really good job of making everybody feel welcomed. Like I said, it's only my first year here, and I already feel like I've been here for 10 years, so it's awesome. A lot of the times conferences wouldn't seem super appealing to my parents, and even sometimes parent-teacher meetings, stuff like that. I think with the language barrier, it made it harder for them to just be able to be upfront about issues that they may have had, or any meetings that they could have attended or anything. I still want to help with bringing parents more involved with the school of their kids. What I've done to help is just try to really communicate with the students how important it is to also talk to their parents about what they're learning, and then what's their favorite PE game, favorite health game, and also trying to attend as many conferences as they can, and getting those parents to come attend those conferences as well. I have had the opportunity to meet family members of students, and that's been a really cool experience for me personally. I teach because I feel like I'm really good with people. I feel like everybody has those phases where they struggled a little bit, especially as young people, and I think we are, as teachers, a very important part of their lives. I feel like there's so much ahead of me, and then there's so much ground to cover. But I think my goal as a teacher, I guess, is to help as many people as I can.
He's become like family to us. We really embraced that here as the family type program, and he's definitely embraced that and became like a big brother to a lot of us and a lot of the wrestlers, and I'm excited to see what he does in the future.
I can see myself going so many different directions with, teaching, coaching. I don't really necessarily see myself anywhere. I see a lot of different paths that I can take. Wherever I end up, I'll be super happy to do it.